Good morning, everybody. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be a fun one. This is a 2006 Ferrari 430, and the best part, it's a stick. Now, I've had lots of miles in the Ferrari 430, and to be perfectly honest, most of them it doesn't really excite me. It's a great car and it's very fast and they're very cool, but I'm used to them. But I only got to drive a stick shift one once, and it was absolutely magnificent, and I've been waiting a really long time to get to do it again. A stick shift Ferrari is a wonderful thing. The sound of the gated shifter, the feel of rev matching it yourself, and being able to control that symphony with your foot is just spectacular. If you're a bigger guy like me, the 430 is a very roomy car. It's a great car for bigger dudes, and oh, that first shift, it's just everything I want from a Ferrari. I want from a manual Ferrari. Oh, was that guy going straight? It looked like he was going. I didn't mean to cut him off. I apologize. Oh, he's just sitting in the middle of the intersection. I won't feel that bad. Okay, here we go. 4.3 liter V8, 500 horsepower, or as close as makes no difference. Obviously, the engine is in the middle. And what else can we say about a Ferrari 430? Well, this one's an 06. They've come down in value. This was a $275,000 car when it was new, and can now be had for in the very low 100s. I'm talking 110, 105, 100 grand for a 430, and at that price, it is a buy, especially with a manual, because the manual, it makes every Ferrari sensation that much better, because you're controlling it with your own foot. I'm in heaven right now. Other good things about the 430, the tires are relatively affordable. You know, you think about tires for a supercar, and you think they'd be very expensive. The 430's tires are not that wide, and you can actually get them for a reasonable price. Tires for this are cheaper than, say, for a Z06 or a Viper. The 430 is also very reliable. It does not need any engine out services. Mechanically, the drivetrain is extremely robust, especially if you're talking about a stick shift car. The things that tend to go wrong with these cars are weird. Switches break, the taillights fall out, which is a weird thing to go wrong, but that does happen a lot with a 430. Owner has been kind enough to permanently wire the baffles open in this one to give it that brilliant sound all the time, not just when you're on power. I need a little vent here. There we go. Okay. The 458 is a better car, but at twice the price, is it twice the car? I gotta say no. Especially because you can't get it with a stick. Can't get it with a stick. And what does a stick shift do? Well, the problem with F1 gearboxes is they're based on computers, and they start to feel old. I mean, even the good ones, after a while, begin to feel old. And a stick shift gives the car a timeless quality that it otherwise would not have. So if you go drive a 360, for instance, Ferrari 360, with an F1 box, it will feel old and clunky and like it takes forever to shift. A stick one will shift at the speed that you shift. Oh, heel towing a fucking gated shifted Ferrari is magic. The brake pedal is just nice and tight. Steering in Ferraris very light, especially compared to Lamborghinis. There is not a lot of weight in the wheel, but at the same time, great feel. I remember at the time the 430 first came out, when I first drove one, I thought the shape of the steering wheel was weird because it's squared off on the top and bottom. And compared to the shape of some of the wheels in these cars, it's surprisingly normal. Ugh. You want to shift it just to, you want to go up a gear just so you can go down a gear again. These cars are surprisingly practical. They've got a bit of space behind the seats. The trunk is a decent size. They even get reasonably good fuel economy if you can somehow find a way to keep your foot out of it, which of course you won't do. The cyclist is whipping. This may be a problem if he's one of those guys that doesn't want to let me by. And I'm in a Ferrari, so I elicit basically no sympathy from any other motorist or cyclist or anything. They just think I'm a dick. Is he gonna let me by? Is this a let by? I don't know. Let's see. Things that annoy me about the 430. Well, the window switches are just far enough apart that you can't push them both down at the same time. The radio stinks, and the climate control is impossible to decipher. And that is about where it ends. Other than that, this car it drives just brilliantly. I love how in the rearview mirror you can see the engine torquing a little bit in the engine bay. I love the big yellow tack. You know, obviously the sound is what you're paying for. And this car, you can put miles on these things. This one has 31,000 miles. It's definitely a driver. It's in driver condition, so there's little bits of wear and tear. There's little bits of fade here and there. Come on, homie. I know you're using gravity and I'm in a Ferrari, but you know. Don't make me bail early. I'm gonna have to bail early. I don't want to get into this car. This video might be a little longer than it needs to be. This carbon fiber shift knob is exceptionally cool. All right, we'll go. Well, thank you. Now that I'm gonna go back up. Thanks. This is a good car. Look, turning radius, very good for the 430. Here we go. An easy car to drive. I mean, I really mean this. There's nothing about the 430 that is really all that challenging. Oh, they understeer much less than the 360. It's not, in my opinion, Ferrari's prettiest design, but it is a beautiful car to drive. Look, I'm in sport. I haven't even gone into race. Now I'm in race. It's nice when you get off the throttle, it tucks that nose right in the corners. And it rides really well too. Oh, so many things to like here. God bless a stick shift Ferrari. Such a magnificent thing. This is absolutely $100,000 worth of car. I mean, here's the secret though. The best value in Ferrari is to buy a brand new one and put as many miles as you possibly can, taking advantage of their unlimited mile warranty. Ferrari's basically betting that you'll be too scared to put miles on your Ferrari and won't take advantage of that 7-year warranty. I say go the other way, because if you had bought a 458 for sticker in 2010 and driven it through now under warranty, you could still get over $200,000 for it, meaning you could have had a Ferrari for the net cost of about $10,000 a year. $10,000 is a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money to drive a Ferrari for a year, is it? $10,000 is what it would cost to rent a Ferrari for a couple of weekends. Oh, the car is so good. So good. Even for a nearly 10-year-old car just dynamically. The brakes are very strong, the pedals really good, the throttle response is exactly on point. That naturally aspirated small V8, high revving, and when you just 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, I mean, an engine that revs this high is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's just, you know, how do people look at you? They look at you like you're a total dick. But worth it. Oh. I like how roomy it is in here too. I mean, yeah, I'm doing this a bit, but there's lots of leg room, lots of shoulder room. You gotta get used to winding the car really high, because you almost never would drive a Ferrari V8 Ferrari at under 3,000 or 4,000 RPM. You gotta be kind of comfortable with it being up at 6,000 all the time, which is fine. Oh, I am so happy right now. I'm telling you, the gated shifter, it's easy. It's not a hard thing to do. It's easy to rev match, easy to get your heel towing right. The pedals are just, they're lined up perfectly for it. The throttle response is great for it. The clutch is extremely forgiving. You know, you look at a Ferrari on the street and you go, guy doesn't know, but there is a reason that people buy these things, and that reason is they drive magnificent. But everyone hates you. I mean, all you need to know about this car is that the owner didn't want to come, and it wasn't because he was afraid of my driving. He didn't want anyone to see him in the car, or for some reason. But I get it. I understand. There is absolutely a stigma that comes with a car like this, and that stigma is real. But I love it. I love it so much. It's so wonderful. It's just the best. It's the best. Oh God. Well, that was magnificent. I don't know what else I could say. It's dope, and if you are looking for a great value in used Ferraris, this should be up on your list. I'm just gonna sit here for a while. Bye.